7 Dangerous Morning Diabetes Signs You Should Know. Hey there, my friend. Ever roll out of bed feeling off and just blame it on a bad night's sleep? I feel you. But what if your body's actually trying to tell you something a little more serious? Today, we're going to talk about 7 subtle but dangerous morning signs that could be linked to diabetes, and why you shouldn't ignore them. From waking up dizzy to feeling super thirsty, these might seem small, but they matter. So grab your coffee, or maybe some water, get comfy, and let's dive into this together. And hey, if you care about your health or someone you love, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more helpful tips. Let's take care of ourselves, one morning at a time. 1. You wake up with a headache. Let's talk about something that way too many of us brush off: morning headaches. You wake up, your eyes are barely open, and bam, a dull, annoying throb right in your temples. Maybe it's just stress, maybe you slept funny, or maybe it's something more. Now, occasional headaches, totally normal. But if this happens frequently, especially first thing in the morning, your body might be trying to tell you something deeper, especially if you're living with diabetes or could be at risk without knowing it. Here's the sciencey part, but I'll keep it simple. While you sleep, your body still needs energy to keep things running. If your blood sugar drops too low overnight, a condition called nocturnal hypoglycemia, your brain doesn't get enough fuel, and when you wake up, that shortage hits you like a freight train, and boom, headache. But it's not just low sugar. High blood sugar during the night can be just as sneaky. It can dehydrate you, mess with the pressure in your head, and leave you waking up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. And here's the kicker. Lots of people chalk it up to stress or the weather, or even just sleeping wrong. But if it's happening more days than not, it's worth paying attention to, especially if it's paired with other signs like dry mouth, dizziness, or extreme thirst. So next time that morning headache hits, don't just shrug it off. Your body could be sending a quiet SOS, and now you'll know how to listen. 2. You're incredibly thirsty. All right, friend, let's talk about that insane thirst some people feel right after waking up. You know the feeling. Your mouth is bone dry, your tongue feels like sandpaper, and it's like no amount of water can quench it. You reach for a big glass of water first thing, maybe even 2. Sound familiar? Sure, it could just be that you forgot to hydrate the day before. But if it's happening regularly, like every single morning, it could be something more serious. Excessive morning thirst is a classic sign that your blood sugar levels might be too high overnight. Here's what's going on. When your blood sugar is elevated, your body goes into overdrive trying to flush out the extra glucose. It does that by pulling water from your tissues and sending it out through your urine. The result? You wake up dehydrated, super thirsty, maybe even needing to pee more than usual. It's your body's way of trying to restore balance, but it's also a warning sign. What's tricky is that this symptom can be easy to ignore. You might just think, oh, I didn't drink enough yesterday, or maybe it's just hot. But when it becomes a pattern, especially paired with fatigue or blurred vision, don't brush it off. So the next time you wake up dying for water, pause and think, is this normal for me? If the answer is kind of yeah, it might be time to check in with a doctor, or at least start tracking your symptoms. Your body's talking. Let's start listening. 3. You feel dizzy or lightheaded. Let's be real. Feeling dizzy in the morning is the worst. You sit up, and suddenly the room feels like it's spinning. Or maybe you stand up too quickly and have to grab the wall for support. It's unsettling, and honestly, kind of scary. Now, occasional lightheadedness might just mean you got up too fast. But if it's happening often, especially first thing in the morning, it could be a clue that your blood sugar was too low while you were asleep. Your body needs a steady supply of glucose, even when you're knocked out dreaming. If it dips too low overnight, which can happen with diabetes or insulin resistance, your brain doesn't get the energy it needs. So when you wake up and try to move, boom, instant dizziness. And let's not forget, your heart's trying to play catch-up too. Low blood sugar can slow your heart rate or cause drops in blood pressure, making that dizzy feeling even worse. But here's the tricky part. You might not connect the dots right away. Maybe you chalk it up to being tired or not sleeping well. That's why it's so important to tune into your body. Is this happening regularly? Do you also feel weak, shaky, or sweaty when it happens? If so, that dizzy spell might be more than just a one-off moment. It could be your body raising its hand and saying, "Hey, something's off." Don't ignore it. Keep track. And if the pattern continues, talk to your doctor. It's better to be safe and steady on your feet. 4. Morning blurred vision. Okay, real talk. Have you ever woken up, opened your eyes, and thought, "Why does everything look foggy? Like someone smeared Vaseline on your eyeballs?" If you've been there, you're not alone. But here's something most people don't realize. Blurred vision in the morning could be your body waving a diabetes warning flag. Now, it might not happen every day. And sure, sometimes it's just sleep gunk or dry eyes from the fan blasting all night. But when that blurry vision lingers for more than a few minutes, or keeps showing up morning after morning, it's time to pay attention. Here's the deal. When your blood sugar levels are too high, they can actually pull fluid into your eye lens, changing its shape temporarily. That messes with your focus. Literally. It's like your eyes are trying to see through water, and the higher your blood sugar goes, the blurrier things can get. What's even trickier is that this symptom might disappear later in the day, making it easy to brush off. But vision changes, especially when they become part of your morning routine, should never be ignored. And let's be honest, our eyes are precious. They help us read, drive, recognize loved ones' faces, the works. So if your mornings are getting a little fuzzy, and not in the cozy blanket kind of way, that's a sign you might need a closer look, literally and figuratively. Keep a note. Track how often it happens, and if it keeps creeping in, let your doctor know. Better to clear things up now than wait until it's too blurry to see what's coming. 5. You wake up needing to pee. A lot. All right, let's talk about something that might feel a little awkward, but it's important. Waking up needing to pee? A lot. Like more than once a night. Or waking up in the morning and literally sprinting to the bathroom. Sound familiar? We've all had those nights where we drink too much water before bed. But if this is a regular thing, especially if you're waking up once, twice, or even 3 times every night to pee, it might be your body trying to deal with excess blood sugar. Here's what happens. When your blood sugar is high, your kidneys go into overdrive, trying to flush out all that extra glucose. And how do they do it? Through your urine. So you end up making more trips to the bathroom than usual, even while you're supposed to be getting your rest. And let's be honest, it's exhausting. Your sleep gets broken, you feel groggy the next day, and over time, it takes a toll on your mood, focus, and even your immune system. What's more, frequent urination is often paired with excessive thirst. It's like your body's caught in a loop. Lose fluids, get thirsty, drink more, pee more. Round and round we go. So, if you're waking up to pee almost every night, and especially if you notice it's happening along with dry mouth, blurry vision, or fatigue, it might be time to check in with a doctor. Your body doesn't wake you up just to annoy you. Sometimes it's sending a message. Let's not hit snooze on this one. 6. You're exhausted, even after sleep. Let's talk about one of the most frustrating feelings ever. Waking up tired. You went to bed early, slept 7 or 8 hours, didn't even scroll your phone in the dark. Well, maybe just a little. Yet somehow, you wake up feeling like you barely slept at all. Sound familiar? If you're consistently feeling drained in the morning, like you've been hit by a truck, there might be more going on than just a bad sleep. Especially if you're living with or at risk for diabetes, this kind of morning fatigue could be a red flag. Here's the thing, your body restores itself at night. But when your blood sugar is too high or too low while you sleep, it interferes with the quality of that rest. Your cells don't get the right energy, your hormones are out of balance, and even if you're technically asleep for hours, your body isn't resting the way it should. Plus, high blood sugar makes your kidneys work overtime, which can cause those bathroom trips at 2 a.m. Yep, we talked about that already. And once your sleep gets disrupted, it's tough to bounce back. So if you're waking up every day feeling like a zombie, even with a full night's sleep, don't just power through with coffee and call it a day. Your body could be telling you that it's struggling behind the scenes. Morning exhaustion isn't just a mood killer, it's a signal, one worth listening to. 7. You feel nauseous or queasy. Okay, let's be honest. Waking up feeling nauseous is a rough way to start the day. Your stomach's doing somersaults, food sounds gross, and brushing your teeth? Ugh, forget it. While we often link morning nausea to things like pregnancy or a bad meal the night before, it's actually a common, but often overlooked, sign of blood sugar imbalance, especially in people with diabetes or prediabetes. Here's what might be going on. If your blood sugar drops too low overnight, your body goes into stress mode. That triggers the release of certain hormones, like adrenaline and cortisol, which can mess with your stomach and leave you feeling sick. On the flip side, if your blood sugar was too high for too long, your digestive system may also be out of sync, causing that same queasy, unsettled feeling. Morning nausea can also be tied to gastroparesis, a condition where your stomach empties more slowly than it should. It's more common in people with long-term diabetes and can make mornings especially uncomfortable. And let's not forget, when you feel nauseous, you're less likely to eat. But skipping meals can cause your blood sugar to swing even more, making the whole situation worse. It's a vicious cycle. So, if your mornings are starting to feel like a daily battle with your stomach, it's time to stop blaming it on random stuff. Track the pattern. See what it's trying to tell you. Because that queasy feeling, it's not just in your head. It could be your body's gentle nudge to pay closer attention. And there you have it. 7 morning signs that might seem small, but could be your body's quiet way of asking for help. If any of these felt a little too familiar, don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Keep track, stay curious, and talk to your doctor if something feels off. Your health is worth paying attention to, even in those first groggy minutes after waking up. If you found this helpful, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep having these heart-to-heart health chats. Stay kind to yourself, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.